As per the Paris Climate Agreement, which Uganda has ratified, the country committed to taking part in global efforts to combat climate change. However, it is now facing challenges in reporting on the use of climate funds, according to these climate experts.
Uganda has a reporting obligation that every year the Minister of Finance should report about the progress of climate finance during the reading of the budget, which has not been done for the last, I think, 10 years. So once the government does not do that, it means even the private sector will not get motivated to invest into climate finance. But for me, what I believe in is that government does its part in terms of policy, in terms of framework, in terms of budgetary aspects. Then also the private sector can play its role in terms of investment.
The government is not sitting completely on its laurels, says Finance Permanent Secretary Ramadhan Gobi, that his ministry has put strategies in place to attract private equity and other financing from institutions like the World Bank.
We had good engagements on new sources of financing in the decarbonization agenda. And with that, we have prepared a number of projects which are going to be funded first directly by the bank, including climate smart agriculture, but also other projects in water, in electricity, because renewable energy is one of those areas, and the GKMA, Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area program. But now, going forward, we would want to see how do we leverage private sector investment. So we are working mainly on what we call EPIMA, CPIMA, the Climate Public Investment Management analysis, so that we can be able to attract more money.
But Dr. Tukahikaho says if the government is to achieve the more than $3 billion investor flows, it must abide by commitments made under the Paris Climate Agreement to secure the much-needed adaptation and mitigation between 2025 and 2030.
The cost of inaction is higher than the cost of action. As Uganda, when you look at projection from 2025 to 2030, we are looking at around $3.5 billion. That's the money we want to implement climate change activities.
Compliance is key to unlocking the needed financing for climate action, he maintains. What then may be the repercussions if Uganda fails to comply?
If the government of Uganda is not reporting as per its obligation, it means it is going to attract penalties, it is going to attract less funding in terms of mobilization for climate finance. If you are not reporting, then the partners will get demotivated to give you more money.
In recent years, Uganda has faced the devastating impacts of climate change, including the destruction of bridges, schools, health centers, and the displacement of communities due to landslides and other extreme weather events. Dr. Tukahikaho warns that these events highlight the urgent need for climate action before the situation worsens. Malcolm Sime, NTV Weekend Edition.